So I'm going to be going through and today talking about the idea that you guys have a completely different life than I have. In addition to me being an old man, you guys are living with technology and social media and online business now. And so the idea of that is incredibly important. I have young students and young kids that talk to me about TikTok. How many of you use TikTok? Anybody?
So many TikTok video in Instagram or
Many,
SNS.
many of you are using that. Okay. Are any of you aware of the um, this idea of where is it here? OnlyFans. Have any of you heard of OnlyFans?
No, only fans.
Okay, so the idea of social media, everybody knows Facebook, you know Google, you know Twitter, you know YouTube, Instagram, Kakao in Korea for sure, but in other countries there are many different types of social media, and almost everybody that is the younger generation, born from the 1990s on, is usually very much plugged into these. And so an example of this video here, we will watch towards the end of our class. I don't want to take up too much time for that. I want to use most of our time to talk about the social media details and talk about our papers. And to start with, this is talking about how one young person, she just turned 18 years old on March 26th, 2021. And within 6 hours, she made $1 million. Does anybody know Bad Baby? Anybody know
No,
this person
I
that's
don't know
on
it.
the image here? Her parents sent her to a um, a rehab center. She was a wild, crazy lady in North America. She was difficult to control. She was doing drugs. She was doing alcohol, things like that. But she was also making a lot of videos. And those videos started to go crazy. And she started to go crazy also with drugs. And so this lady um, became sort of famous. She ended up being able to use a website. It's similar to Facebook or Twitter, but the website that she used is called OnlyFans. And she was able to charge people $24 or $23.99 per $23.99 per month to access her photos and videos and to be able to message her. And um, just based off of that $24, she was able to make $757,000 from subscriptions. And so that's Chilok Ochamanan. And she was able to make another Iok Yukchamanan from direct messaging payments and another $5,500 Obeg Oshmanon from just tips just for 6 hours. So that type of thing is kind of popular. Um, Almost all of you know of Gangnam Style. Who created Gangnam Style?
Sai.
Psy, right. And so what I want to talk about today is the fact that almost every single one of the people, even me, and definitely you, younger people, you guys can use this online videos, online apps, online TikTok, and OnlyFans type details to start making money online. And so this lady, even though she was a troublemaker, she was having a lot of trouble with her mother and her parents. And do you guys know the American TV show called Dr. Phil? Dr. Phil is like a famous person that does consulting for people online. And he basically said, this is a terrible young teenager and she needs to be disciplined better. And basically, this young teenager basically said, screw you, doctor. But the Dr. Phil sent her to basically a mental hospital, a reform school. But when she was in the reform school, she ended up saying that the reform school and the mental hospital was doing really, really bad things to the other patients. And so she used it as an experience. And so why I'm talking to you guys is, if you guys are smart, you guys can use life as a stage and start filming things and start making quite a bit of money doing it. So let's see, who's going to be able to, do we got any volunteers to read this stuff? Anybody want to read this? How about, I want to go through, is Kim Yunso. Are you here today? No? What about Kim Jae-kyung?
Sir, I'm here today.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Did you say that that person is here or is not
Yeah,
here
yeah,
today?
me Kim Yun-so.
Okay. Would you be able to tell me a couple of things? I am checking attendance. So Hua, you can take the attendance for the student, but I'd also like to ask every student as we go through the idea of, would you like the idea of doing the paper for the final 40 marks, or would you like the idea of having a review note and an exam for the final 40 marks? Hua, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, would you be able to record those two different details for each? This concept that I'm showing here online, the idea of you guys, the younger generation, are able to live and earn money online. Can anybody identify what would be some possible social media leaders? Any of you guys follow PewDiePie or this Bella Thorne or Bad Baby? There's a variety of social media stars. And as this slide is showing, depending on which country you're in, there could be many different social media. This shows in North America that there's about 315 million people, and there's 315 million people in the United States, 35 million people in Canada, but more than 750 million users of QQ, more than 400 million users of Sino Weibo. This was over 10 years ago in 2012. So the number of social media, the types of social media change enormously from country to country. What would you guys say is the most popular social media in Korea?
Instagram.
Instagram? Okay, I would have guessed Kakao, but Instagram, okay, that's possible. Are you guys following any of the Instagram leaders?
G-Dragon. I follow the leader.
G-Dragon? Okay, great. So you guys can see on my screen right now, Irene Xia. This is a student that I had at a different university. This student learned in my class basically how to do social media marketing, social media advertising, and the idea of how to use analytics. Analytics is a very different aspect of social media. Most people use social media like Facebook. They'll put up a sentence, they will put up a photo, and they will share it with people. What happens when you do that? What happens when you put up a photo and a couple of sentences? Most people don't understand that it's just observed by your very close friends or your mom and not many other people. Is that clear? So when you're trying to work with a new company, when you're trying to sell a new product and do marketing of a new product, for example, a new pair of shoes, and you're trying to sell these shoes, when you take a photo of the shoes, put those into the social media like your Facebook and put up a couple of sentences saying, these are awesome shoes, they make me run 100 kilometers an hour, that photo and that sentence is usually only seen by your best friends and your mom. Well, this student, they learned that there's the management and analytics aspect to it. If you learn the analytics aspect of social media, you can find who is watching, where they're watching it, when they're watching it, why they're watching it, what they like and what they don't like. So if you know what they like, you can do more of it and you can become more popular. And if you know what they don't like, you can do less of that and again become more popular. This person, Irene, she did that and she became a marketing manager for the Korea National Tourism Organization. I highly encourage you guys to learn about the analytics aspects for yourselves and the idea of the value of a fan. So what this is showing is that there's page publishing. I am telling you guys to publish our class papers because that will make you famous and get jobs in companies. But at the same time, you being a fan of a company it's a good thing, but the idea of a fan on social media can be profitable. Anybody know how much you can get paid for having a fan follow you in social media?
No, I don't know that.
You guys don't know? Okay. So you guys know of Gangnam Style. Everybody knows Gangnam Style, and you guys also know
Oh.
of Despacito, which is a song. These are YouTube viral videos. Those videos make those singers or those music groups super rich because those videos get a lot of people watching them, and you can put up advertisements and become famous and rich just from those advertisements. The idea of Generation Z are attracted to the video content. One of the primary motivations of the extensive use of social media is the desire to be entertained. This means that Generation Zers tend to interact more extensively with video content, and 81% of the generation has said they watch at least 1 hour of online video per day. What about you guys? How much internet, how much videos, how much TikTok or YouTube do you guys watch each day?
My screen time is 8 hours.
You watch 8 hours of video every day?
And no
Oh my.
video. All of application use with phone.
Oh, so for example, what? Instagram, Flickr, TikTok, YouTube, everything.
And Google assignment, all of things.
assignment. Are you lying to me? Are you saying you're using
No,
eight hours to do my class assignment?
all of things.
Oh, okay. So the idea of people are living online now. Yes, Generation Zers are the most likely to be consuming online videos across all generations. Online video is extremely popular. 99% of all of those who use the internet are reporting watching it. So this shows Generation Z is watching it the most, then the millennials, then people that are 35 to 40 years old, then people that are older than 45 years old. So let's take a look at this. As we talked about with the money, view videos. For every 1,000 views, YouTube can pay users anywhere from $1 to $5. Now, fees dropped to 25 cents to $4. Despacito, See You Again, Gangnam Style, those get $750,000. Chilok Ochamanan to $12 million. What's that? Chun Ibek Manan? No, Shipio. So if you monetize your videos just by having the many viewers, you could get many advertisers with your video, your YouTube, your TikTok. Makers sometimes can get $7.60 for every 1,000 ad views. It used to be $9.35 in 2012. A video creator can earn $2,000 for every million views, and YouTube takes 45% of all of the money. YouTube may pay 0.0006 for every view, or almost $2 million for 3 billion plays. So as he got 2 billion views, Psy made $2 million on YouTube. Why? Can anybody guess why? Here's the answers right in front of us. How can you analyze what we're looking at? Why does Psy make so much money? What are the tricks that he uses to become rich?
Advertisement.
Yes, he uses advertisement, but what I'm talking about is I'm trying to teach you a lesson so that you can make a video just like Psy. What is a rule that Psy follows? I will give you one example. As we see in the top left corner, we see Psy is looking at a haramoni. Psy is looking at a little old lady. Usually, when a young guy is traveling around, he wants to be around sexy young girls. And so he's talking about being around girls. But when he says he wants to be around girls, and then the video shows a grandmother, that's a joke, right? We should, we're supposed to love that. We're supposed to respect that. But most guys want to be around the young girls, not the old girls. So when the video shows that he's around the old girls, that makes it debatable or controversial. Understand? If you make the video controversial, a lot more people will argue about it, and the video will become more popular, and you'll get more people watching it. So that's one view. What about those other pictures that we see here? What are those teaching us? What are those lessons that if you copy those, you will be more successful with YouTube or TikTok? Anybody?
Easy dance to follow.
Okay, make an easy dance to follow. Okay, that's one thing. Good. Good. What else? I don't see him maybe in the middle when he's using his black jacket with the white tie. That's doing the dance. What else? I see him sitting on a toilet. I see him looking at a girl's bum. I see him walking through garbage with two beautiful girls. What are those issues? What are those lessons?
Something genuine,
Something.
what cannot be, something very unique that cannot be seen in a normal music video.
Yeah, okay. So don't just do something unique, but do something what? Controversial. Usually, you never show a video of you on the toilet. When was the last time you, as a student, took a video of you on the toilet peeing or pooping? You just don't do that, right? That's controversial. So you don't do that. The other thing is in Gangnam, the idea of Gangnam is it's the most valuable land in Korea, right? So they're talking about where is valuable land. So he's showing in this picture of the top right, valuable land. Well, a toilet in Gangnam, it is valuable land, but it's also not valuable land. Nobody wants to watch some ugly old guy taking a shit on a toilet, right? So that idea is controversial or debatable. So that's one thing. What about the bottom right picture? What do we see there? He's looking at the girl's bum. What is the lesson there?
What do I call the 선정성 in English?
I don't know, sorry. Song Jong Song? Can you say that again?
선정성?
Song
선정성?
Jong Song. What's that? Song Jong Song. What's that?
Name? 선정성.
Yeah.
It's too much sexy, sex something.
Sexual thing.
Too much sexy thing. Like pervert?
Yeah, showing like emphasizing sexual aspects or sexual attractiveness too much.
Yes. So, and you know that everybody likes sexy things, but you're not allowed to say that, right? You're not allowed to stare at somebody's bum, or you're not allowed to stare at somebody's body. That's bad. That's like pyeontek, right? That's
Yes.
perverted. So because he is perfectly staring at somebody's bum, that's very controversial. Many people, maybe you want to do that, but you're not allowed to. That's really rude to do that. So what he's doing in this video is he is showing people controversial things. If you do controversial things, controversial be with old ladies, controversial real estate, controversial stare at somebody's body, controversial walk through Gangnam, garbage, even surrounded by models. All of those things are controversial things. That it's the opposite of what we're looking at. So if you're going to make a video, those things will help you be more successful. Why am I talking about that? Because everyone in class may be able to use the idea that I talked about earlier. This, where is it here? Yes, this OnlyFans. So this OnlyFans page, that is something just like Facebook, that it will pay people to be able to, it will allow people to pay you membership to watch your pictures or watch your videos or message you, things like that. So OnlyFans, TikTok, Sina Weibo, WeChat, QQ, all of those things, those are aspects that are in social media. If you make it controversial, you will become much more, you are talked about, the more people will watch you, and the more they watch you, the more successful you will become. So those are things that could make you rich. And then we get into YouTube. PewDiePie. How many people know of PewDiePie? Nobody?
I do.
Two people? Do you guys like PewDiePie? To me, PewDiePie seems like he's only talking about the what is it? The some sort of Minecraft or something like that. I see my son and my kids use it, sometimes watching PewDiePie last year or 2 years ago quite a bit, but I say that it rots their brain. Do you guys watch PewDiePie very much? Who do you watch more on YouTube than PewDiePie?
No, I don't know PewDiePie.
Okay, can somebody say who is PewDiePie?
I know him, but I don't watch his videos. So PewDiePie is the guy who I think he's one of the first person who started doing like live stream about game. I don't know about details, but he's becoming very famous. Like he started doing that 10 years ago, and he got like I think he's now 100 million followers, and he become rich because of that.
Yes, so he's a Swedish video game personality making hundreds of millions of YouTube videos, and because he has so many videos, they're paying him lots of money for advertising, etc. And he has more than 6.8 million from selling merchandise online, and more than 1.1 million dollars in advertising. So there's TikTok, there's many online social media sources that you could use. Why am I talking about this stuff? Because many of the students in our class, you are going to make a paper. When you make the paper, I encourage you to also make a video, a YouTube video of your paper, so that you can go out and teach the world something new as a specialist. Try to make something a little bit controversial or debatable, and you will become much more famous. And that will make it even better. You will become much more popular. That would be a good thing. So make some sort of video related to what you're talking about. And that may help you get connections, relationships with companies for developing your career. So the PewDiePie roadmap and the net worth, again, between 2010 and 2011, this is 10 years ago, he had 60,000 subscribers by December 2011. He reached 1 million subscribers by 2012, doubling to 2 million. So he has been rising like crazy, very, very fast. He released a book. This book loves you in late October 2015. By the end of October 2016, PewDiePie enjoyed previously unheard of 50 million subscribers. The guy quit university and now earns $130 million making videos with over 105 million subscribers and 25 billion views. So this is a chart showing the idea of average revenues and earnings from YouTubers. PewDiePie is one of the biggest, obviously. Dude Perfect, there's a lot of people in here that are making quite a bit of money. Again, PewDiePie may earn $7.50 per 1,000 views. YouTube Partner Program requires you need at least 1,000 subscribers to be eligible to monetize your account. So TikTok is the newest thing. You need to be at least 18 years old. You need to have a minimum of 10,000 followers. You have to have accrued at least 10,000 video views in the previous 30 days before you apply. And then the agreement says that you must keep strictly confidential the details of any reporting metrics related to it. This shows any of our students in class aware of Addison Ray Easterling or Charlie D'Amelio? Anybody aware of the TikTok highest paid earners? How is TikTok different than YouTube? TikTok's different than YouTube. Usually YouTube can be longer videos. TikTok is usually very, very short videos. And the idea that it's just new, brand new. So the idea that this younger generation, you guys, all you students, the younger generation, you guys can start making this videos, TikToks, YouTube videos to promote whatever it is you're interested in and develop whatever type of relationships you're interested in. Usually if you go through and make your videos in a controversial way, that is a good way to make relationships and start earning money. So the rest of the class, I'd like you guys to get ready to start making groups, breakout rooms. In the breakout rooms, I would like you guys to not only talk about how you could possibly video your class paper, your specialization, your term project, but I would like you guys to start actually sharing your term project and reading or sharing some of the details. And so get your classmates, your team breakout members to be able to comment and give suggestions for improvement to each of you. So we have a few more minutes in class. The class is going to 4:15. Any questions before we break up into these rooms to start talking about this stuff? We have 20 more minutes. No other questions? Okay, I will be breaking you guys up into breakout rooms. And the idea of what you're going to be doing is to start sharing your term project and give some editing comments, some editing advice to each other so that you can help each other. And at the same time, don't just share a paragraph of what you're doing, but start asking questions to your classmates. I will go around and Hua will go around. We can talk to you guys and help answer some questions. Any questions before we break up into these rooms? Hua, for some reason, I can't see. Hua, are you still there?
Yes.
Will you be able to set up the breakout rooms? For some reason, I don't know, in the hospital that I don't see the breakout rooms sessions.
Is that because you on the phone?
Are you able to start the breakout rooms?
Yes, if you give me the host, like if you make me a host instead of the co-host, I think I will be able to do that.
You are now host.
All right. So room 1. Do I just do that like automatically? Or
Yes, you should be able to do it automatically. Just open the breakout rooms, and because we only have a few, wow, we only have a few students today. I guess maybe we can make just 2 breakout rooms.
do you see that? Do you see anything happen yet?
I see 2 students disappeared.
Yeah, so they go into the breakout room.
Okay, so I will join room 2. Thank you.
No worries. So,
Hello again.
what did you discuss with your friends, Professor?
Mr. Im talked about his presentation for the stock market details.
Okay.
Um, he has done a pretty good background literature review, and he is planning to go and survey some stock market companies soon, which I think is very good. What about the rest of the group? What about your group?
Because nobody has started doing the term paper, we just talk about social media and YouTube and TikTok. Like, yeah, so nothing about the paper so far.
Okay.
Maybe you and all, or you can start talking about our discussion.
We talked about the advantage and disadvantage of social media to young people. The disadvantage of the social media to young people is that social media can set something like enforce social guidelines like a trend or something like fashion in order to mandate to young people to follow the fashion in order not to fall behind the fashion or other young people, and thus making the young people to lose their identity, and they're thinking of power to think of themselves, and also the misinformation that can be spread from about from someone who is unreliable, and someone who viciously spread misinformation to instigate population, and this information might be misused and spread to other people without much fact checking. So these are the problems of the medias to the young social medias to young people. But the advantage of the social media to the young people is that they can provide young people with opportunities to earn money and gain popularity in short amount of time and effort compared to other kind of fields. So I think these are the advantage and disadvantage we discussed.
Hello? It sounds like you stopped talking.
Yes, I talked about the disadvantage and advantage of social media, and I just stopped 10 seconds ago.
Okay. Good. Are any of you planning to make a term paper and a video of your term paper? What about Junso or Sung Junso?
Yes, Professor.
Are you planning to do your term paper?
No, but not yet, but week 7 PPT was basis for term paper.
I don't understand. So are you doing the final exam or are you doing the term paper presentation?
Maybe term exam.
You're doing the exam, okay. The idea of the term paper is to be able to develop a better relationship with a company for your career and to develop not only the term paper and a survey to interview them, but a video so that you can go online and maybe get into TikTok or YouTube video and become famous. Get 1 billion people watching you, teach something new about your specialization. So what would you say is the specialization? Let's have maybe 10 seconds each as we're going around. Sung Junso, what would you say you are teaching the world new about your term project?
Maybe not decided, but I want to teach about social media.
Oh, okay. In our class term project, everyone is doing a term project. So what was the one main thing you would consider you are teaching the world? What are you teaching the world? After we identify what you want to teach the world, we can talk about how to teach the world in a good way, possibly with social media. What would you say? Sung Junsa, what would you say you are teaching the world about your term project?
I don't understand your said. I can hear because of
Every student in class is doing a research project, right? So what are you teaching the world? What did you find? What did you research? What is new that you are teaching the world?
Oh, maybe location marketing strategy.
Location marketing strategy? Is that what you
Yeah.
said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what are you teaching the world about marketing strategy?
Many factors of marketing strategy.
Okay. So as we go forward, it's the class is finished. So as we go forward, it's a good idea to try to refine what exactly you're teaching the world and try to develop several questions for each chapter. Okay? So next class, if you are interested in doing an exam, Yoo Eun-oh and Sung Jun-so and Im Min-kyu, please make sure if you are interested in doing the exam, please submit some possible exam questions and answers. And if you are going to do your term project, make sure you are teaching something very clear. Is that clear?
Yes.
Thanks, guys. Have a good
Yes,
day.
have a nice
Have a
day.
good weekend.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a nice day.